Hey, we are back in the good old studio. I'm doing a part 2 of the 350Z slot car bagged, whatever, the bagged 350Z slot car build. We're doing a part 2 of that. In part 1, as you guys saw, we did the wheels, the body kit, the bags. We did that in part 1. And I showed you guys how to do all that stuff. And a lot of you guys are actually asking, like, because almost every day when I stream, or a lot of times in the comments on my videos, you guys are like, when's the 350Z part 2? When's the 350Z part 2? So that is what I'm doing here today. I initially wasn't going to film this video today, but I think I'm getting a little sick. So might as well film the video before I get sick and I don't want to record any videos. So, but in part 2, we are going to be doing interior pieces for this car. So we're going to be doing a slight little trunk setup in the back. We're going to be doing some cool interior stuff up front, like steering wheel, seats, maybe a shift knob. We can do a shift knob. All right, it's a one piece. Perfect. So we're going to be doing that. Oh, looks like it actually moves too, so that'll be interesting. Show you guys how to do that. Probably e-brake too, which I'm pretty sure that moves. Before I start this video, boys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I know you guys are looking at that subscribe button down below. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I mean, it's literally asking you to, you know, a little rainbow around to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If it's not doing that, I'm just stupid. But anyways, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. You're super close to 320,000, which by the time we hit this video, we probably hit it already, actually. But also use store code CON when buying Roblox or Roblox Premium on the good old Roblox website, dude. I appreciate every single one of you that store code CON. But by the way, I mean, not by the way. Let's get into the video. Before we actually get into the actual video really quick, I have a question for you slot car people who know how to build slot cars, because I really don't know what I'm doing here. I've learned a lot from you guys. You guys have helped me a ton, which I appreciate every single one of you that has helped me build my slot cars and stuff like that. But I have a problem here. I'll show you guys. Hold on a second. I gotta drive it around first. Then after I drive it around, I park it, turn it off. First, parking brake on. Look at this. It's moving. You can see on the left side of your screen, you can see... You can definitely tell it's moving, and I don't know what it is. Some of you guys thought it was my collisions, my can collide stuff being on the body, but I completely turned the collisions off on all the body parts and the wheels and stuff like that. So that is not the issue. But as you can see, the car, it's literally just starting to walk. It's like slowly moving. So if anybody knows how to fix this, let me know. Anyways, we're going to start with some interior stuff. So I'm going to start with the steering wheel first. I don't know what kind of wheel I want to do. I've got a whole bunch of wheels from an interior pack that I may or may not have stole from View. Thanks. There's a ton of steering wheels with nice textures right here. It's a nice little A6. I mean, this is not A6, it's Nardi wheel. This is a nice Nardi wheel. There's just a lot of steering wheels I have here. So give me like probably a couple hours while I figure out what I want to do with this interior. All right, I'm gonna do this vertex wheel right here. I think I'm gonna snag this one. For those of you guys who have moving steering wheels, there's a certain way you want to do this. Usually, if your car doesn't have a moving steering wheel, you just put the steering wheel on the body and call it a day. But my car has a moving steering wheel. As you can see, let me collapse all this. So as you can see, we go to the Fortune interior pack, and then you can see the steering wheel right here, parts. And then this is the actual wheel itself. Arm hinge and steering wheel hinge, or arm hinge, stuff like that. Those are where your arms go. I don't know how to make a moving steering wheel, so that's honestly for another day. So for moving steering wheels, what you want to do is, you'll know it moves when you drive the car, obviously, or you can look in here, and I'm pretty sure it'll be like under the MISC. Probably just going to take the actual steering wheel origin position, I think is what I want to do here. And then I'll select the wheel here, and then I'll paste that. Okay, so obviously... that's not what we want. Okay, give me 1 second here. Hold on. I don't, oh, okay, there. But now the pivot's on the wheel now itself, so that's good. All right, origin position of that, and then I'm gonna paste in here. That's much better. Much better. And as you can see, the rotation's a little off, but we'll fix that in a minute. So what you want to do is you're gonna next drag the steering wheel into the parts section, and just basically delete the other wheel and just replace it. So there we go. I got that beautiful steering wheel in there. I'm gonna go first person. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. Oh, that's not bad. It looks like it's on the wheel, and it steers too. It moves perfect. It is a little wobbly. So I'm actually gonna redo this really quick. I think I have an idea. This in here, I'm gonna take the orientation of this and actually paste it into here and see what happens. Okay. Look, if I just do 180 degrees. So that actually might be good. I think I may have just found the sauce right there. Put the orientation if it's like that. Okay, now I don't think it should move. But as you can see, it's a little bit off from the hub. Okay, it's still a little bit wobbly, but it's honestly not bad as it was. But the hub is now also not, like, it's not attached, I guess. There's kind of a little bit of a space. Yeah, so honestly, I think I might just be able to move the entire steering wheel pack here. Just move it down a couple. Oh, yeah, see, we're fine. So you just want to move the entire steering wheel. Now, I think the orientation might still be off or something like that because it's a little wobbly. But honestly, I'm not really too worried about that, and I think that's fine. So next is seats. Now, seats are pretty easy. Is there any brackets on these? No, they're just sitting on the floor, into the floor, literally. You can either just put the seat in, or I like to make it a little bit more realistic and put this bracket on. So I'm going to put the seat bracket on and then throw the seats in the car. I think it just makes it a lot better. That way, more realistic, you know what I'm saying? Usually, if your car has two separate seats, which these do, you're going to take the C-frame position of that. If they're, I really don't know what the difference is between the origin position and the C-frame. Some have C-frame, some don't. I just take either one. It works fine. Whatever is available for me, you know what I mean? Oh, wow, so that, they look like they're, like, right aligned together. Holy crap. So that's actually exactly what I wanted. So, you are in luck if your seats are separate. If not, it kind of sucks. It's a little bit of a pain to do. Okay, I'm probably just gonna delete the seat bracket. Yeah. But yeah, if your seats are, if they're together, you can still do it. Obviously, it's just a little bit more annoying because you have to place the seats yourself. It's like this. Take the seat frame. Take one of these seats that I just do. I did Control D, by the way, and it just dupes it in the same spot, which is nice. Then I delete the seat, and there we go. Now my seats are in the car, and I think that matches the wheel decently well. I wish I had a white text Bride Vertex seat, but it is what it is, whatever. So that's pretty good. Obviously the seats don't move. Now I'm probably gonna do this pedal's just floating away. Nice. I'm gonna do floor mats now. I have a bunch of these floor mats here, but here's one thing to look out for when doing floor mats. As you can see, the floor curves up. It curves up like this, and obviously you don't want to put a flat floor mat in here if it curves up, so look out for that when putting floor mats in the car. In order to fix that, you got to get curved floor mats just like these right here. But all these have curves. See how they got to curve up? So as you can see, I think it's a little bit large for this V. You can adjust them accordingly. Sometimes adjusting them is kind of silly. You'll see what I mean here in a second. Does it float? I can't tell if it's floating or not. I think it might be floating a little bit. See, there's a lot of just kind of like experimenting, trying to figure out how to get it to fit. That's just slot cars free and free models. If you make it in Blender, then obviously it's made for the car. Should fit like a glove. You can see the back of it's kind of floating up too. It's just, you know what I mean? They're not made for this car. They're just kind of, I guess, supposed to be like universal. But I mean, that looks pretty good. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna leave that. I think I am pretty happy with that. Now, I think this is a passenger one actually. Now that I'm looking at it, this would be a driver one. I'm pretty sure. I really don't know if it matters. I don't care though. So next, you just want to drag them, put them in the body, and or I guess you could put it in interior, I guess, because that's kind of where your interior stuff is. So probably gonna get rid of this handbrake. Does this move? I would say it does move. Arm hinge. Yeah, it does move. So when I yank it, it'll move. I don't know how I'd do that in a hydro though. I could use this. Thank you. I'll use this. Yeah, that's a lot better than what I have now. I'll tell you that. My big freaking, like, the block, like, what even is that? So I've never changed a handbrake before, but I'm pretty sure it's easy. So take this and then paste this in here, and then it should just, in theory, yeah, I'd say, yeah, that looks pretty accurate. You can move it to. I'll take the orientation as well of the C-frame of this, and then I'll paste it into this and see what happens. Okay, so, I think that'll work. I mean, now for shift knobs, we have a lot here. So that's this. So you want to find the shift knob. The boot, I'm guessing you can definitely replace that. I mean, oh, I guess the boot's, I think the boot might be, okay, the boot looks like it's down there, but it looks like it's part of the dash also. So, I don't know, every car is different, but I'm not going to be replacing the boot in that one. Fortune interior pack, shifter, parts, moving, and then the SIZ, which is the shift knob. So I'm going to take that, origin position, and then I'm going to paste that into here. And then there we go. So it looks to be a little large. We can probably make that a bit smaller, I'd say. All right, sweet. So I'm gonna enlarge it a little bit more. It seems like it'd be a good size. So then I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the origin position of that again. Take the position of that, and then we're gonna paste it here, and then that should be good. And then now I can put it in here, and that looks okay. So obviously it's not on the boot. And then what if I take the boot and I drag the boot up also, or I shrink the boot to the size of the shift knob here? No idea if what I'm doing is breaking this, or I'm high IQ. I really don't know what. This little slot car is this. It's trial and error. That's how I've learned a lot of this stuff. I just keep going until I make errors and I figure out what's wrong, and then I keep trying to fix it. You know what I mean? A lot of that with this slot car. So let's see. Shift knob ain't even there. Oh yeah, it wasn't anchored. All right, so now it should be there, in theory. Yep, there it is. It actually looks pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. So it moves with it and everything like that. Perfect. Next, I don't know what we're gonna do. I would like to put like a head unit in here, but I can't move this thing here. And also these gauges I think are fixed to the thing too. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the gauges are fixed to that, so I can't separate that unless I go into Blender and do some of this and some of that, but I'm not about to do that. So I'm gonna put like a, I don't know, like a boost gauge maybe, and then I'll probably boost the car, which is pretty easy. Whoa. FedEx is here. I think it's my package. I think I'm my axle spacers for the E36. Give me 1 second. Another sticker. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, it's got an E46 on it too. Holy crap. Now, I'm pretty sure some of these do work. Like, look at this one. This one's got a bunch of this stuff. Misc weld, and I'm pretty sure these all go into the... Maybe I should get a working one. You know what? Let's do a working one. I think I can figure that out. So, obviously, this thing works. You obviously have to have, in the chassis tune, you have to have your car turboed. I'm gonna try to make it look like it fits in here and like it's supposed to be in there without taking out that other... Wow, that actually looks like it fits really well. That's actually awesome. That's actually really cool. So let's see. Hold on. What goes where? What's in here? Needle. Okay, I'm going to assume the boost goes in misc and then the boost gauge goes in body. I'm just going to give it a wild guess here. So Control-Shift-V to paste into. And then the misc weld will do that in a minute. So I'm going to imagine boost goes into misc. And then boost gauge will go into body because that's the gauge itself. And then for the misc weld, I'm going to take this, copy that. And then I'm going to go to the initialize and then misc weld. Weld stuff here. There's a bunch of stuff here. I'm going to do 2 lines here and then right there. Okay, so yeah, boost does go into misc. I think. I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, actually, I got to add the turbo to the car. By the way, adding a turbo to the car on the chassis is literally the lightest thing ever. So you're going to scroll down until you find, here's the naturally aspirated engine. We want... turbocharger. Here we go. So here's the engine. Now it is no longer naturally aspirated. So we 0 to 1. This is literally I just put a turbo in the engine. Wish it was that easy IRL. Holy crap. Anyways, so now we are boosted. We have no turbo sounds though, so I'm gonna snag the ones from this car. Okay. Oh, we already have a little boost gauge in there. Okay, so the needle moves, which is good. That it's working, but the number's not going up. I thought it would read the boost. Ah, I got it to work. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. I just had to ungroup the actual boost gauge part because there's the boost, and I'll show you guys in a second. But, yeah, now look at that. It's reading 11 PSI. Perfect. Yeah, so the actual, like, I guess the needle, which moves, goes into misc, which is what I put here, the boost. And then the actual gauge I put in here, I ungrouped it. So it's all ungrouped in here. But I put the boost gauge, and then I just ungrouped it, and now it works. So, cool. Got a working boost gauge. So honestly, that's probably it for the interior. I could add some more stuff, but that's just interior basics. I could get down, but I mean, that's really all you need to know for doing interiors. Now, if you want to just put something in here, like I guess I could just do this really quick, for example. Whoa. W slide shop sticker. Hold on. Quick intermission. I'm putting a slide shop banner on the back. This little slide shop banner, and then I'm going to slide it. Literally, all you got to do is just put it in the body. Anything that you add to the car that, I guess, technically, if it doesn't move... You just put it in the body. So if I want to add like a little, like say I wanted to add, what do I want to add in the interior? Oh, here we go. Like a little VIP tray. If I wanted to do that, you know what? Might as well, just to show you guys how to do it. First thing you want to do is just kind of just get it in the car. Obviously, get it in the car, get it lined up how you want. All right, I'm honestly not going to keep this in here, but this is just an example. So once it's in here, literally just drag it up, or you can cut it, I guess. Put it in the body, and there you go. Now it's good. It's not going to move. Just anchor it. Now we're going to do the trunk setup. I want to be able to see it pretty good. Now this would work really well in Blender, but me and Blender, like I said, we're not friends. So I'm gonna copy the origin position. I'm gonna put it on like a, I'm gonna open up a notepad and then just, yeah, and then I can just drag this up. Oh, also, another thing. If your car has moving body parts, put the stick, like if you got, obviously like what I did, if you have a hatch and the trunk obviously it all moves with it, put the part in the trunk. Put it, let's see, I guess put it in trunk. Put it in trunk. I think either of those would work, but put it in trunk so then when you move your trunk, like when you click to open it, sticker doesn't stay there. Anyway, I'm gonna take the origin position of this. I'm just gonna paste it in a note, and then I'm gonna move the trunk up so we can have space here. Now I think, yeah, that'll work. So I can literally just do that. So now I can just move this trunk out of that. We'll have all this space to work on. Now these won't be here, but well, we're gonna have all this space to work on our trunk setup now. What is this little hump right here? What is this? So I don't really know what I want to do for this. This is gonna be kind of challenging. Honestly, let's just keep it simple. I think I'm gonna do like a, I don't know, I'm just gonna start with the flooring here. I have a lot of textures. I think I'm just gonna do this Alcantara material, unless there's like a leather. So I think I can probably just do this, and then it'll kind of extend out into the car, but you're really not gonna see that. Look at that. And then now we got the floor here. That actually looks okay. Yeah, see, that looks fine. I'm gonna add a light in here because I cannot really see. All right, so we got light in here. I just put a brick up there with the light on it. But all right, this is pretty cool. So I'm just gonna do the flooring. I'm not gonna do. I mean, I'm just for the like this. You know what I'm saying? Make sure this is anchored, by the way. Don't be weird and don't anchor it. Holy crap! I almost just sold myself. So now we got that, and then back here I have a lot of like airlift stuff and like trunk setups and whatnot. This is A6's. A6 made this not too long ago. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put the stuff ahead here, so then when you open the trunk, this is like the first thing you see. All right, so that is basically it. I could have made my own, but poo pee poo poo fart butthole, you know what I mean? Okay, so now I gotta make a little bracket for these things because obviously we can't just have them floating. I'm probably going to make it out of, all right, and I'm going to make some brackets to hang this on. Alright, so there, I kind of just built some, like, little stand things. It's definitely not perfect, but, I mean, I don't know. It's good enough, I think. Definitely better than just 2 blocks or, like, floating Johnsons or something like that. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna group these together and call this right pump stand. I don't know, that's pretty cool. I thought these were kind of cool. But there we go. There is the, trunk setup for the, bags. Now, I'm gonna put this in the car before I forget. Next is the sub. There we go. Somebody sent me some subs. This Damper, W Damper. He sent me these subs, and they actually work. And I'll show you guys how to do working subs also. So, what you do, I have 3. I just want 2. Yeah, I just want 2. So, I'm going to delete this, one of these end ones right here. Obviously, we need a box. Now, obviously, this is going to be kind of tricky just with how this car is. All right, so I think I'm going to have him shooting up like this. Give me a minute. I just kind of started cooking, and now I don't know if I like this. I'm going to be keeping a buck. I just made this little, like, I put the box inside, and then I made a little, like, trim pieces, kind of like an enclosure around it. It's definitely not the best. I kind of just threw it together, called it a day. But I didn't want just the freaking, like, box in here. You know what I mean? I didn't just want the freaking box all willy-nilly just laying here. So I tried to make something. It looked kind of cool. I paint matched it. I don't know if I like that, so I'm probably going to take the... All right, there. So that looks actually pretty decent. I put the same... material that was... Okay, that looks a lot better. That looks so much better. Now this looks like a gigantic, huge box, which is honestly kind of what I wanted. Yeah, that looks actually pretty fire. I can mess with this. This looks a lot better now. Okay, good. This is exactly what I wanted. All right, cool. So that looks pretty good, actually. That's not too bad. I mean, back here is a little weird, kind of like around these corners, but like you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for the trunk setup, I think. I mean, I don't really know what else I would do for this. Get these 2 base parts here. Now, how to put the subwoofers in? Some of them have instructions, but you want to put these in the drive seat, as it says. And then these go in plugins. Those go in plugins. And then last but not least, I'm pretty sure the base parts go in the body. So now that works. And that's pretty good, I'd say. I mean, that's not a bad truck setup. Could be better. All right, so I decided to add some little like neon LED things. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay. It makes it look a little bit better, but yeah, here it is for my little makeshift trunk setup. I mean, this ain't too bad. Honestly, I think it could be a lot worse, but it obviously could be a lot better. This is my first time building. It's my first time building one of these, so yeah, you know, bear with me here. I know some of you guys are probably cringing. I was too, but you know what? It honestly could be a lot worse, so you know what I mean? I'm probably going to group this entire trunk setup together. All right, trunk setup, and they got the flooring. Okay. All right, so now, in theory, when I lift the trunk setup up, everything should move except the subs. It's exactly what I thought would happen. Perfect. All right, honestly, the trunk setup could have been worse. It's honestly not awful at all. It could be. I'm going to push this back a little bit, actually. Hold on a second. That honestly looks pretty good for just a little built-in studio trunk setup. It's not awful at all. Not awful. Not awful. It could be a lot worse. So let's slap the trunk back on, and perfect. Now you don't even know if there's a trunk setup, and then you open the trunk, and then boom, hit with all this stupid makeshift bunk trunk setup. Honestly, it could be worse. I'm just giving myself crap. It's not the greatest, but it's definitely not the best. So let's just play here, and I'm gonna see if the audio works too as well. The subs. Let's pop the trunk, and there is the trunk setup. That actually looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna have to turn the collisions off because the car's gonna start jumping and moving and stuff like that. I'm not hearing anything. Am I stupid or what's going on? The subs aren't moving either, so I don't know what's going on here. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm kind of an idiot, and I must have put the actual song thing in another drive seat. Now, in theory, this should work. It should play. We should be fine. Let's give it a whirl here. I'm gonna go deaf. I'd like to go deaf. That is beautiful. Working subs. Well, boys, I think that is going to be it for our 350Z bagged slot build, boys. Just finished the trunk setup, interior, did the wheels and suspension and whatnot. Body kit, and the car's pretty much done. I mean, I could add little trinkets here and there, like in the dash and stuff, but honestly, I think this looks pretty good as is. That looks pretty good as is, so I'm just gonna call it here. But yeah, boys, I appreciate you guys for watching today's video. If you guys have not seen the part 1 of building this car, we just start from scratch, just the base model itself, put the wheels, the body kit on, and everything like that. If you guys want to know how to do that, go ahead and go to the first video, check that out. But I do plan on making a lot more slot car build videos. I love building slot cars. I can sit here for, I mean, I just filmed for 2 hours. Definitely going to make another video for you guys, on a slot car. Next car is actually probably going to be a static slot car. So I'm going to show you guys how to add sparks. I'm going to make like a TikTok, maybe a TikTok static car. I don't know. But we'll see. I'll show you guys how to add sparks and all of that stuff. So we'll see. Yeah, boys, let me know what you guys think about the car down below in the comments. If you guys have any tips and tricks for me on building slot cars, anything that'll help me do anything better or improve on, let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, boys, let me know what you guys want to see for another slot car build down below in the comments also. Like a type of build, the car, anything like that. But yeah, boys, I'm going to bounce. So I appreciate every single one of you guys watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!